welcome everybody to our yearly recap video. We have a couple questions that we have written out for ourselves that we're going to answer about this past year and just kind of give us the chance to talk about everything we've done and our experiences and what a fun year it's been. I'm Raphael, I'm our blue member.
I'm Curry, I'm a yellow member.
I'm Jasper, I'm the red member.
If you can't tell.
First question, Curry.
Okay, what is your favorite memory?
My favorite memory was, I actually need to think about it a little bit because we did a lot. Honestly, my favorite memory was Raph and Curry learning their duos on their own and just seeing this crazy unhinged duo. It's something about it, especially the song picks, like the two songs that were picked initially before they added the third song, Veracity. It was such a good setup, and then just seeing how these characters just created, just between these two, and just seeing how excited they were. Somehow, I just could not stop imagining it. It made me want to jump in and dance with them. So by far, my favorite part was literally you guys doing your duos because it was just super fun. If you see the first iteration when it was Anime St. Pete, you'll hear the loudest scream was literally me, just there.
Raph, what's your favorite?
Okay. Alright. My favorite memory, hands down, is this most recent SwampCon when we were doing our Flame Posse set, and we went to go take some photos the morning of the performance. Yeah,
Yes.
The morning of the performance, we got up early and went to go take photos.
It's like con pictures.
Yeah, like con pictures at the graffiti wall. I don't know if we actually posted any of
We
those.
did. We did.
Yeah, we posted. Okay,
Yeah,
we posted.
you were looking very cool. Yes.
And it was just such a fun experience. We were goofing around, we were having a great time, and it felt so right to have all three of us back together on a project again, because it'd been a second,
That is
because we've been
true.
doing
It was a
duo
lot.
sets for a couple months there.
Mm-hmm.
So this was the first
Trio.
the first trio event that we participated in
A year.
in a year since the last SwampCon, because we've been doing just a bunch of little duo sets throughout that whole time, and we repeated a set at Animazing, but it's not quite the same as bringing a whole new set to life. So that was it was really fun. It was good vibes, and I treasure that deeply.
I'm gonna say SwampCon as well because I remember right when we walked into the after party, Rama saw us, was like, "It's fate! They're all together!" I'm like,
Oh my god, when Rama said that,
I felt so called out.
Yeah, I felt so called
because
out.
we see each other every week, but nobody else sees us
No
on
one.
stage.
Fun fact, we see each other every
Every
week,
Mm-hmm.
but we
Something's so-
perform as a trio rarely.
That's just how it happened this past year.
Moving on
Okay.
to our next question, Curry.
What was your favorite performance?
I'm gonna be boring. My favorite, again, was SwampCon because we all got to be together again. It was really fun. But also we got to do Fling Posse, which was super fun for me. I loved everything about that set. It was so cute. I had not been into Hit Mic before we started that set, and now I'm obsessed with it.
My fault.
It's your fault. It's all your fault. And yeah, it was so fun. It had the three of us all together. The dance was so cute. I made part of my costume, which was delightful for me, and I got to see all of our friends all together at that con. SwampCon is really the home con. It
It
feels
really
like.
is.
For me, it's always been Project Revive.
Yeah!
Okay, which Project Revive? 'Cause we did 2 stages.
It was the full set. The one at
Oh,
Otaku
Otaku
Fest.
Fest.
Otaku Fest,
Yes,
yeah.
I mean, it's so theatrical, it's so fun, it gets the crowd really excited because no one expects it.
Raph getting thrashed.
Yeah, I remember specifically there's this one scene where I slowly just walk towards Raph and he's freaking out on the floor, backing up, scared and terrified, while just screaming, while the music going "I'm so hungry," and he's everybody knows something about to go down.
And also, not to mention, Raph literally just BAM!
That's my favorite part. The part where
My favorite part is actually, or performance, sorry. My favorite performance is actually, Winterfesta. By far, it's mostly because I like Project Sakai. I was very excited for it, and the moves. Granted, Bloody Groovy wasn't my best song I've ever performed. But I just really enjoyed the environment of being Toya and
You're Akito.
Akito. I forgot my own character.
Wow.
I just like the environment, and my favorite part of the actual performance that I just could not stop is the little feet shuffle that we were doing. Moving on, let's go on ahead and get to the next question.
What was your biggest accomplishment? Oh gosh. Okay, for me, this was the first year I did a solo on stage. And I learned 2 songs in a month.
It was crazy.
Yeah. I had big ideas and I went for it, and
Yep.
I even included a costume change. I've always wanted to do a costume change, and I finally did one.
It was so good. And that
was so
costume
good.
change was very solid.
I loved it.
I used magnetic buttons on the front.
Okay, Raph.
I would say that mine is okay. So this is one that's a little more behind the scenes, and it doesn't seem like it would be, but it is, and it's actually costume making, because I am learning to sew for Fate. So costume making, costume design have not really been a thing for me before, and in this past year, I have done a lot with that, and a lot of it hasn't actually made it to stage yet. But I have been working on them behind the scenes. I mean, the Project Revive, that costume, I didn't sew it, but I did design it and put it together. And some of it was sewn, like the jacket thing that I wore, that was sewn. This is sewn. Put that away. It needs to be ironed. It's ready.
I'm modeling it for Raph. This is him.
No,
Hey.
I didn't iron it before we started
Hey,
this.
this is his.
Right, and also our anniversary from last year, I made the pants for that, which was crazy. And then I made a costume that hasn't made it to stage yet, but I made it this past year, where it was this whole like jacket thing, so I had to learn all this like different construction, really got
good.
deep in with the with a lot of different sewing techniques, and that's been something I've wanted to do for a long time but haven't had the patience to do. So this year this year I really dove into that.
Hyperfixation?
Yeah, a little bit, like wholesale. I dove into that.
That's awesome.
I would say that's the thing I'm most proud of this year, even though a lot of it hasn't been seen on stage yet.
My biggest accomplishment was actually also being on the stage on my own, because I haven't done that in a while. Well, I did previously in Winterfesta, but it wasn't recorded and it was for a lip sync battle, and I felt very proud of that moment. But because we lost that footage, very sad. The video got corrupted, but it's okay. We ended up having a chance to refilm it in Polycon, which I did. Len Ghost Rule, if you haven't seen it, go check out the video. It's on YouTube right now. But I was really excited about doing that song because it was a song that was like near and dear to my heart, and I felt like I did justice to it with everybody that was like actually just screaming in like the part where it's like Len's growl. That was honestly my I felt very accomplished in that moment, that I gave the emotion that was needed and the actual like feeling of the song, because it's very intense into like sadness, happiness, and it's just a lot of that, and I just felt so lost in that emotion because I felt really happy the minute I felt the audience included into that whole moment. Moving on to the next question, Curry.
What was your biggest challenge this year?
I broke my foot.
Yep.
I broke this little foot last year.
Yeah,
Fun fact, me and Curry were supposed to do Akito and Toya for SuperCon, but unfortunately
Someone broke their foot.
I broke my foot days before the actual performance.
It was like a week and a half.
Yeah,
or something, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was literally so close that unfortunately we weren't able to actually get the whole entire project done, so we had to drop out and we weren't able to finish it, and I was suffering for 6 weeks.
Yep.
In a cast, and I could not dance, I couldn't do anything, I barely could have walked, it was awful.
She says she couldn't dance, but she did show up to dance practice and try to hobble her way through it anyways, despite the fact that we told her not to. Like she was like, I swear up and down, I'm just gonna sit this out, I'm just gonna go right from the sidelines, and then the moment that like one of us would start struggling with the move, she'd be like, well, let me just show you, hold on, it's fine.
I did steps, I wasn't even trying to dance, but caught me red-handed, I would still try to like push it and dance a little bit, which it wasn't a good thing because right now I have a little bit of a wobbliness when it comes to that one foot, because if anyone saw also in the Polycon performance, I died after I stepped off stage. I actually ended up spraining my ankle because I misstepped I like jumped off a little hop, but then when I went to step, my left foot, which is the one that got
Same
broken, gave out, and I just brained it for like that whole week, which scared me because I didn't know if I was gonna have it healed by SwampCon because it was like a week
right
apart.
it was a week after.
But it healed, so we're good.
Yeah.
But so far, that was my biggest challenge. Curry.
Right.
Okay, for me it was also my feet. I didn't break anything, but I did 4 stages in a row, and I was practicing every single day. I had a day off from work, and it kind of took its toll. I already have a lot of ankle issues from past injuries from like over 2 years ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago, I don't know. And so it's just
Curry has dance history. No, I'm kidding.
no, I really do. No, but it's just there's a lot of pain for some moves like
Spinning. And
like specifically the pony step and jungle decoration. I couldn't do it on the other foot, so I have to spin and do it on the other one. It doesn't look as good, but you guys
it looks fine.
It looks
she overthinks a lot. It's okay.
And then there's like moves of Bloody Ruby. I couldn't actually get my foot up.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, because I just have a lot of weakness in my left ankle, and besides that, just a lot of pain. So it's having to do with a lot of adapting. It's improved now that I've actually taken a rest, for sure. But it was really touch and go for a while there.
Don't worry, Curry's not dead yet.
I'm not dead.
Except for in Project Revive, and then she's a little bit
yeah.
It's okay, I came back to life.
Yeah.
That's the revive portion of it.
Yeah. Anyways, what's yours?
My biggest challenge. Okay, my biggest challenge is twofold. The first part of that is that when there was a big period last year where I wasn't able to do as many stages, which happened to coincide with when Jasper broke her foot, because around that time the reason they were doing a duo on stage is because they wanted to be on that stage, but I could not make that stage. And then, I wasn't able to do any stages throughout most of the rest of the year, right up until the end, where we all did like a rush of 5, several stages in a row.
Yeah, it was like a repeat, and then it was you guys doing Project Revive, and then it was Winterfesta. It was like a bunch of different
things. And then Polycon. And then, until we did a bunch of stages in a row. I was not able to make any stages because of my scheduling. So that was really stressful for me because I had to see, them and other people taking stages, and I was there just like, that could be me, but I'm at work.
I get it.
And then the second part of that was once we did start doing stages, they were all very like last minute decisions. Like the original stage that we took Project Revive to, we decided to audition for that stage literally like a month and a half, 2 months before the actual performance. So we in 2 months learned 2 dances start finish, and then when it came time for the next Project Revive stage, we learned that in a month. And then we had like 2.5 months between that and SwampCon. Between I think Animazing and SwampCon was 2 months or so.
It was a month. Because it was January, and then it was February for Animazing, and then we had SwampCon in March.
Yep. So my struggle in that time was learning the dances fast enough.
Moving on to the next question, back to Curry.
What is something you're most proud of the other members for?
Them learning dances in like a month.
Mood.
Especially the fact that they, from the start of us making this group, Curry said that she can only learn 2 songs at a time per project, and Raph says that he needs to like constantly have people with him so he can pick things up, which is still true, but they've actually been able to get Otaku Fest, Animazing, and SwampCon in 1 month span and learn, and FreeCon for Curry, and learn like 2 songs per set, 3 if you count Otaku Fest's like 3rd song. Like they've been able to pick up dancing and just being able to actually remember and get it down actually to look really nice and actually practice on their own time and being able to pick everything up so quickly. It just feels like they're getting more confidence in their own dancing as time goes by.
We freak out every time, but we always get it.
We do every time. It's like, this is so hard, we're never going to get it, and then we do. We're like, this is so long, how are we going to get this done? How are we going to get this done?
We have like 2 weeks then later of like, oh, we got it. We just need to go run it through.
Yeah.
For me, Jasper, having patience. I struggle with learning choreography, so it's nice that Jasper is able to just like, you know, not get pissed off and yell at me when I'm just like making the same mistakes over and over again. And not getting it. I swear to God, she's gone over the same moves with me, and I still am making the same mistakes always.
And I'm always happy to continue saying it until she gets it, because she does get it eventually.
Yes.
She just overthinks sometimes, but when she gets over that hurdle, oh, she's magnificent.
I just need time to process it by myself.
Yeah, and you got this.
So I do a lot of individual practice for that.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Me.
You used to have a lot of confidence when we first started. Remember, because you would have such bad stage fright.
Oh yeah.
I spent Anime EY so sick. I was so miserably sick because of my anxiety that whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you
Came a long way.
I remember specifically at SwarmCon when we did our Genshin set, you were like, because I was really nervous, and you were sitting there chill as could be, being like, whatever happens here today, you know, we did our best. And I'm just like, that's such an accomplishment.
I think I reached the effort point where I was just like, we're getting on the stage,
You know
we're
what?
doing what we gotta do.
What happens, happens, you know? We're getting it.
Yeah, but it is true, especially like at Animazing. Like if you,
Oh, yes.
2 years ago, me, if you had asked me to step up on stage and give an announcement, just like describing our group, if someone had handed me a microphone and said, "Hey, step up here and just let everyone know, you know, that you're going to be performing in a few minutes," I would have shut down. I would have completely shut down. But I did it. We don't have it on camera, but I did it.
Yeah.
We do actually.
Yeah, we do. You did it.
Oh.
On camera. We'll post a little clip right here.
Sick tunes for like 30 seconds, but at about the 30-minute mark of this hour, we're gonna be hopping up on stage.
No,
Yeah, that was a clip, by the way.
we were all surprised when you did that. We were like,
Great.
I surprised myself. I got off stage and I was like, what did I just do that?
Yeah. You're like, I just rocked up on there. It was great.
Yeah. Moving on to me. I'm proud of, okay, so first of all, Curry, I'm so ungodly proud of you for getting up and doing a solo, because that was such a huge thing,
It
and
was
it was
so
so
big.
surprising. Like, I understand that it was because you really just wanted to be on more stages, but I was so surprised and so proud of how well you pulled that out. For someone who's always talking about, oh, I'm not a dancer, I don't have dance experience, you did so well!
You really did.
And I was so proud of you.
thank you.
Oh God, it's just staring at me.
I'm so proud of how far you've come in terms of being a dance cap. Don't give me that cross eye. And
It's how I cope, okay?
and of how far you've come in terms of being a dance captain. Because like, I know when we first started, you did not have a lot of confidence for being a dance captain. You wanted me to be the dance captain.
I did.
I was our dance captain at first, and the only reason was because I can do counts and then they cannot.
I couldn't. Now I can.
Now you can.
Yeah.
And you have also come so far in terms of like learning and teaching us, and like you taught us. You taught us almost 60 seconds of a dance the other day, and we got it. Like in one practice, we knew what we were doing,
You're
and that's
right.
because of you. And you have taken so much time and effort to learn our parts and our solos, so you can teach us better.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you for that, because you 2 years ago you were struggling through it right alongside me
Oh,
when
God.
we were learning Bring It On. Neither of us knew what we were
Bring It On.
doing. Neither of us knew what we were doing, and
No.
now look where you are.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, I do learn their parts and my part to teach them. It's called commitment. Let's move on to the next question. Kuri.
How would you describe this year in a single word?
New. Very new. New.
That's like-
Everything.
that's like 7 words.
No, I'm just saying new is the word. And then explaining why.
Explain why.
Everything we were doing since last anniversary, we have not tried. It was all new for us. Like moves, dancing, merch, like cosplays, making stuff, like all of it was so new and out of our field that we just never really tried, and we were just like,
Skits
oh no.
too.
Skits, oh my god, everything was new.
Wrap over here counting the words.
You don't call me out.
How would you guys explain it?
Challenging. There was a lot of stuff we went through this year. From like the summer we lost, the beginning anniversary, because we couldn't even meet up for a while.
No.
Jasper's foot was only part of it.
Yeah.
But we had life issues going on
So
that
many
we
things.
just couldn't
It was a lot.
meet up and stuff. And so, like, and that's the reason we had to do the duos.
How would you describe it, Raph?
Hectic. Literally, there was like that huge period at the beginning of the year where we didn't get to do anything because of, you know, scheduling conflicts and Jasper being broken. And then, like, as soon as we were physically able to, we jumped into sets and just did not stop. And at one point it was like, in a 3-month span, we had 5 stages.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Insane. Absolutely crazy. And we just have not stopped going since. And we still are not going to stop going anytime in the future because we still have just...
We've missed each other. We've missed each other. Even though we see each other every day, we've missed each other on stage.
Yeah. And so, like, even with... we practice once a week, and then during the rest of the week, sometimes we'll practice other times, but usually we're working on something behind the scenes as well, like editing, photo stuff, posting schedules, scheduling, buying things, costuming, planning. There's so much behind the scenes, so it's been
back to back,
no breaks.
Definitely hectic.
We did this for ourselves.
But moving on to the next question. Cootie.
What is the goal you want to accomplish?
Secret. My goal, unfortunately, is kind of a bit of a secret goal because I've been actually wanting to do this for the longest time. Ever since I actually started being in like different like dance groups, I've always wanted to do this specific thing, but I never really had somebody that I could work with in a kind of hands-on, intimate as we are with our friendship and just being able to see each other constantly. I haven't had such a time to do it, but I finally can, and I'm so excited to be working on everything that is gonna come on, and super excited to just see that goal flourish the minute the new year starts. Yes! On purpose!
Unfortunately, can't get more specific than that.
I really cannot.
Cootie.
For me, it is also a secret.
Yeah!
Secret goals. Secret goals.
So, I have major stage fright in regards to this thing. It's gonna be a surprise to myself and to everybody when I do finally, like,
Succeed.
start,
Succeed.
you know.
Doing the thing.
She's gonna be great. I'm so excited. You have no idea.
We're so proud of you already.
We love you so much. You'll be
I've
great.
started taking lessons, hopefully.
Hint.
That will help me get over my stage fright a little bit.
She'll get it.
And, yeah, we're going to have some new projects in the future that will be really cool.
Honestly. Raph.
Don't say I hope it's gonna be. My goal is less secret, a little bit secret, but less secret. So my goal, I talked earlier about how I've started learning sewing for this group and how I started working on making costumes. My goal, something we want to do is move into, designing and making a lot of our own costumes for different things. I mean, we saw that last year with our anniversary costumes. That was super fun. You might see something similar with our anniversary costumes this year. Who knows? But my goal is to just start really diving into sewing and costume designing so that I can start really pulling my own weight for this group and making my own costumes and enable us to do a lot more creative stuff that we don't have the option to if only one of us knows how to sew. So,
Piggybacking off of that, I actually do want to also learn how to sew. Thank you for reminding me. I won't actually be able to, because I have no skill at all, but I actually want to be able to pull my own weight when it comes to costume making because Curry makes so much of our stuff. Next question.
What are you most looking forward to in the upcoming year?
Secret!
guys, we can't all be secrets. One of us has to have a goal. We can talk. No, I'm kidding.
I'm very much excited for the crazy collabs and the themes that we're using for like the different things that we have planned. We very much are in the name of variety. It's very stapled onto us. We do not keep doing the same thing twice, and we always go somewhere completely different.
We didn't plan for this when we first started the group.
But I'm super excited personally of just like reaching those different things and just seeing what we come up with next is just my favorite thing to do.
Curry,
what about you, Curry?
What are you looking forward to?
All of the sets we have planned in the future.
Yes!
Every single set, it's a baby of mine. I put so much thought lot and effort into each one of these.
It really does.
They all have like a story, and I try to match the sound best I can with all the others. You know, I just work so hard and trying to make something that's interesting, not only for the crowds to feel like they're involved in, but also just for us to personally be proud of.
Mm-hmm.
And so every set is just, you know, it's just very personal for me. And we have so many more to look forward to.
You are the reason our sets have such variety.
She works really
She
hard.
works so hard on that.
Oh my god, it's crazy.
We're the reason why we did horror.
Yes.
True. True.
No one did that before.
Nope. Anyways,
I'm most excited about collabs because that's something that we're doing
Yes.
this year. Since we started, we have talked a lot about collabs. We've wanted to do a lot of collabs. We're a group that originally was founded on the concept of collaboration, but it's actually really hard to collab with
it
people.
really is,
'Cause,
unfortunately.
yeah, schedules are such a specific thing, and we have the fortune now of having, through blood, sweat, and tears, figured out how to make our schedules work together really well. But
Yeah.
that's difficult once you start adding more people. The more people you add, the harder it is to collab.
Yeah.
But we've finally, this year is the year, we've got a lot of collabs planned upcoming.
Yes.
We've got several on deck, so you'll be seeing those in the upcoming months. Knock on wood, hopefully. And some of them have been in the planning for a very long time, so we're very, very, very excited about the collabs and the concepts for them. It's
The
gonna,
concepts.
it's
are great.
weird learning to dance as more than 3 people because we're so accustomed to that, but it's also a really fun experience.
Definitely, I
Adding
agree.
other people into the dynamic.
Moving on. Great.
That's it.
Do we have anything else?
So this year, you know, last year we did a PV, one of our older sets. We released a little performance for you. This year though, unfortunately, do not have a dance to show you. But that is because we are taking it to the stage. We're going to be performing it at MetroCon. This set is very special to us, and we feel it could relate to a lot of idols. It's about our past and some of the challenges we've had to go through to get to where we are as a group.
Yes.
It is about fates. We have the red string of fates on our hands, and it's going to be all about how we come together as a group, and it's very
Tearjerker.
special to us, very challenging, very fun choreography. And like I said, it's going to be a tearjerker for everyone, and we hope that
You cry on
everybody-
stage.
Well, cry in the audience.
Well, yeah.
We're going to be crying.
We're
on
crying on
stage
stage.
sobbing.
Yup.
Yeah.
Sobbing.
This dance does not end with a bow. It ends with us moving on to the future.
Ah!
Amazing things.
You're gonna make me cry.
Already? Well, quick. Like I said, it's going to be at MetroCon in July.
Metro Fest.
Look out for us.
Metro Fest.
Yes.
And in between now and then, we have a lot of other stuff we're also releasing because we're jam-packing content into this
Yes.
summer. This is
Yep.
our summer of content.
Let's hope we don't burn out. But
Don't put that on us.
on that note, we're going to be ending it off here. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us for these 2 crazy years, and the fact that you guys are going to be seeing us into the next year. We're super excited for everything that we have yet to come and yet to even know, but stick around. You'll soon see what we have planned out. See ya!
See you on the next day.
See you on the next day.
My goodness.